Once again, Paco and the Spurs have found themselves waiting outside the doors of the Tribunal de Grandestance. Are you feeling nervous? Oh fuck! It's trial day. See, we have no evidence. We have no evidence. No! Oh. Guys, we are severely... We are screwed. Oh, goddamn. What have we learned from Prince Juan? What do we know about the real murderers? Nothing. Maybe we can an extra day or something. I don't think so. God damn. Oh no. Oh, such confidence. That's magnificent. I'm bringing the truth to light. Maybe after we saw that scene, and I said the guy looked kind of like a judge, maybe we should have went to this court place first and tried to talk to the judge, and then we can go into the elephant and be like, hey, did this wolf buy the chocolate bar? God. Fluffed around with chocolate and art and books for a week. I know. I'm so angry. Buena certa, Senor Falcone. Oh yeah, he's Spanish again. Alright, we have to give up his identity. We're gonna be like, this guy ain't who you think it is. You have the wrong person. He didn't do it. I don't know. That's not gonna actually matter. Guys, we're gonna get our asses handed to us. Why would I be nervous? I'm not nervous. I'm as calm as a cuckoo. You're the nervous one. This whole room is nervous. Oh, Cooley Brothers, so good. Can't even maintain a stoic facade. I thought this trial would be the perfect opportunity for you to redeem your previous embarrassments. This is how I act before the trial's even started? Why, you pompous-tailed, posture-perfect... What kind of insult is that? Guys, it was right! It's a judge. It's a scary-ass judge. So scary. It is me, or does the primary judge look rare today? Guys, I really think we messed up. That's a different judge to the one who presided over Dame Cataline's trial, you doofus. Oh, yes, it is a different judge. Is it strange? Not really. There are a dozen judges in Paris alone. That only makes sense that we see different ones in different cases. Excuse me, Your Honor. I'm under the impression that Judge Maxime would be presiding over this case. Where is he? Ah, he was supposed to be our judge. Judge Maxime has gone on temporary sick leave due to a terrible accident with a flight of stairs. Anyone else crying liar here? Rest assured, assures prosecutor, defense, and members of the jury that I am more than qualified to fill his shoes. Without further ado, let's get this show underway. This is the trial of Prince Juan Quierdo, who stands accused of murdering Major Howell and of conspiring to murder the King himself. This guy, he has a vested interest in the case. I bet he paid off the Swan, who's trying to collect debt from the Swan, guys. Or he would throw her in jail or something. Roll call. The defense is present and ready. Prosecution is ready. Yes, very good. I expect this to be a nice, speedy trial. I don't want to see this dragged out by technicalities and bureaucracies. Well said, Your Honor. I expect that once the court sees the overwhelming evidence, the trial will be over in 5 minutes. 5 minutes? It probably will be, because we have no evidence. They're just messing with your head, Falcone. Keep it together. So we're all on the same page? Excellent. Prosecutor, please call your first witnesses. Stand. I call the police officer who investigated the crime scene. I call upon Inspector Juste Volerty. Why is it so hard to say? Volerty? Step up to the stand, Inspector, and recite the oath. Oh, this guy. He only has one hand. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Please recite your name and occupation. My name is Inspector Juste Volerty. I am a servant to the court. Excuse me, I'm a servant to law. A scourge of the gutter rats. That will do. That's it. I've heard all your monologues before. Whoa. Cocorico really is going for a speed record, isn't it? Now, can you tell us what you witnessed on the morning of the 7th of January? Of course. At 10 o'clock in the morning, I was called to the Louvre Grande Gallier by one of the King's Royal Guards. Did you say o'clock? Yes. Yes, he did say o'clock. I thought I was the only one who heard that. There, I saw Prince Juan, King Louis Philippe, the corpse of the Major Howell, the rose in his hand, and around 24 citizens. The citizens and the king himself all attest to seeing Major Howell taking the rose from Prince Juan's hand and then promptly dropping dead. And what did the morgue uncover upon examination of the corpse? The coroner determined with absolute certainty that Major Howell died of poisoning. Aside from the prick upon the finger, there was no sign of external harm to Major Howell's body. Okay, so it's poison. Therefore, the poison rose must have been the cause of death. Putting the pieces together, that does seem very implicative of the prince. I have no further questions. Dang, I was hoping that the coroner's report would determine that the guy died from a freak heart attack or something. That would make for a particularly sweet case, wouldn't it? But no, we aren't so lucky. At least we do have the chocolate bar. I think that's the only thing that is going to help us, but not by much. Something else may be missed by the old bird's testimony. Right, that's the part. Your Honor, I wish to cross-examine the witness. Falcone, wasn't it? Don't waste the court's time. High-ranking police officer would never lie to the witness stand. This guy! What the hell is this judge? I wouldn't accuse the inspector of lying. I just wish to make sure that every base is properly covered. Hell, man. This is my right as a lawyer. Oh, it sounds like a phone is nipping to me, but I'll allow it for now. You have to. You have to. This is my right. Come on, Falcone. Do your cross-examination, quote-unquote. Alright. 10 o'clock in the morning. I don't remember what time they said that they did stuff. Let's see. Prince Juan, Howell took the rose. I don't think we're given any time. Okay. Major Howell, 24 citizens poisoning. I think this, because we don't know that it was the rose in hand. You know, it was probably the chocolate. Inspectors say the coroner determined with certainty that Major Howell was killed by poison. Correct. You say the signs and symptoms were textbook. There is no possibility that his death was natural. What kind of poison? Or how was Major poison? How? I think we're going to say how, and therefore we can give some doubt by saying there was a chocolate bar. What exactly was Major Howell poisoned? What was the delivery mechanism? His finger was pricked by the poison rose. He even commented out loud about it seconds before dying. All 22 citizens who witnesses the murder tested to... Wait, he said there was 24 citizens. That's 24. Any possibility he was poisoned by something else? What an absurd thing to ask, JJ. You just heard that 22 people saw the victim pricking his finger and died. What are you suggesting? The pricked finger had no relation to the poison? Are we just gonna throw, like, facts, like, statistics out the window? Not statistics, scientific facts out the window that you can't, like, poison people that fast? That's a lie. You most likely can, but still. That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't doubt that Major Howell was poisoned, but I do doubt that the rose was the cause. Unbelievable. Only a total buffoon could fail to draw the blatant link here. JJ, as tempting as it is to sit here and lecture you on the basics of cause and effect, I'll end this discussion painlessly. Inspector, please tell the events that you found traces of poison on the thorns of the rose itself. That should alleviate all doubt that the rose was, in fact, the poison delivery mechanism. Actually, I can't tell him that. Hey, we're doing something okay. I tried to ask, but why? We didn't check the rose for traces of poison. It just seemed obvious that the rose caused the poison, given the timing of the incident. Always rely on the nice police department, y'all. Here's my first thought. We pricked the finger of the defendant with the rose. If there's no poison on the rose, then Prince Juan lives, and he's free to go. What? No, this is some archaic shit. Yeah, it created invisible doubt, but he wants to kill my client. The rose is poisoned and the prince dies, but that's okay, because the punishment would be just and fitting of the crime. What kind of sadistic ass rooster nut is this? Marvelous suggestion. Exactly, this isn't America. No witch trials here. Probably for the time, but still. That's not how we do things. Calm your feathers, it was clearly a joke. There are far more humane ways of testing for poison. I'm sure the inspector will perform his duties with due diligence. Actually, we won't be able to test the rose for poisoning at all. Why is that? Given the dangerous nature of the flower, it was destroyed. They destroyed the flower? What? They destroyed evidence? This should be thrown out. This whole case is thrown out. Like, no, you can't charge my client worth shit if you don't have the actual rose. This is all hearsay now. Fuck no. So you have no way to know whether the rose was poisoned, and this whole trial ought to be called into question. Nice try today, but through the process of reasoning by elimination, we can still deduce with absolute certainty that the rose is poisoned. Yeah, they got rid of the murder weapon. Can you have a trial if they just destroy or take away the murder weapons? Like, we can't find it. Then it's like, my client didn't do it then. What rose? No rose. Absolutely none. Wrong. There was something else at the crime scene that could have contained the poison. Something the investigative police blindly overlooked. Woo! Look at this. Look at this chocolate wrapper. It's the paper wrapper to a piece of chocolate. It was found in the Louvre. The style de Tibier to be processed, and we can date its consumption to the day of the incident. You're not suggesting that Major How? Okay, we're only dating it back to that day because of Sparrowson. Not that, you know, that's actually good evidence, but I am most certainly intriguing. I'm pretty convincing. Hell yeah, guys! That's all we have. Did you see this wrapper at the crime scene for yourself, Inspector? The police force does not have time nor resources to trawl every piece of trash at every crime scene on the frame. In other words, you overlooked it? Astounding unprofessionalism. Yeah. The prosecution is right to be disgusted. What a disgraceful display, Inspector. I offer my apologies, Your Honor. I don't want your apologies. I want you to do your damn job properly. Get off the witness podium before I kick you off myself. He's so mean. He's a really bad guy. Ugh. As you wish. I'll take my leave. Until next time is yours. So, let me get this straight. This chocolate wrapper was found at the crime scene? Correct. And you have reason to believe that it was consumed on the day of the incident? I do. I have an expert food tasting witness who is willing to testify if need be. You have a food witness? I don't recall anyone like that. Who on earth are you talking about, Buck? Oh, I see. Do you know for certain that Major Howell consumed this chocolate? Well, that is a fact that we are still investigating. I see. And do you have evidence that this chocolate was in fact poison? Guys, we're on the ropes. That we may require a little more time to introduce, so that in actuality, you do not have evidence that Major Howell consumed some poison chocolate. Instead, you have a solitary piece of rubbish that you plug straight out of the gutter. That's weak, even for you, JJ. Well, he's absolutely right. Let's move along. Have another witness. He's the man who claims to have had an excellent view of the people going in and out of the Louvre at the time of the incident. I call him Monsieur Toussaint Kingsley. Could the witness please approach the stand and recite the oath? Oh, it's another bird, it seems. Hello. Hello? Alright, the oath. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Please state your full name and occupation for the court record. My name is Toussaint Kingsley, because he's a king. It's not kingfish. It's like a kingbird. His name has some. He is a kingfisher. Okay, no, yeah, he's a kingfish. There we go. Toussaint Kingsley, and I am a Kingly, and I am a person who fishes. A person who fishes. So you're a fisherman. Oh, is that how it is? I thought the French justice system was better than this. I beg your pardon. Here comes Toussaint Kingsley, the fisherman. The kingfisher. Clearly he must be a fisherman, because didn't you hear? All kingfishers are fishermen. Oh, that was the next click. Well, you are carrying a fishing rod. Look at those hands. Wow. Hands. Look at his hands. And Ed, can a man not carry a fishing rod, reel, and bait without being branded a fisherman? Look. The prosecutor is carrying a riding crop. Clearly, he must be a horse jockey. Oh, for pity's sake. Fine. Can we list our occupation as a person who fishes and not a fisherman? Thank you. Actually, why do you carry a fishing crop, Severin? There's no chicken over the E this time. I've never seen you ride a horse. I don't know, JJ. Why do you, a 30-something-year-old with no health problems, carry a cane? These guys are just throwing shade at each other left and right. This is a veering quite far off the course. Could the prosecution please get back to the questioning? Of course, Your Honor. Person first, very forward thinking. It is, yeah. No, a person who fishes. That's it. Like that. They don't have to be labeled anything. Of course, Your Honor. Monsieur Kingsley. Is it true that you were nearby the Louvre at the time of the incident? Yes, I was sitting upon a rail with a pont out. Right there. The pont out. That's the new bridge. That's just stone's throw away from the Louvre's south entrance, correct? That's right. What were you doing at the time of the incident? I was fishing. Let me just adjust this for a second. There you go. Kingfishers, am I right, Paco? So you would have had plenty of opportunity to see the people who entered and exited the palace. Can you tell us who you saw? Well, the Louvre's a busy place. Naturally, I saw a lot of people. But at 9 a.m., I saw the king, Louis Philippe himself, enter the building. He was surrounded by his entourage, of course. Then around 9:30, I saw the shifty-looking fox lurking around the entrance. Your Honor, I object to the witness using the term shifty-looking. It's a vague and biased description. Because it's a fox, you know? What are they supposed to do? No, really, he looks super shifty. I saw him rubbing his paws and cackling gleefully. Then I saw him take out a rose and carefully rub the stem. What? No, this is bullshit, man. This is bullshit. Alright. Rub the stem of a rose, you say? As if he was applying something to the flower, perhaps? Well, monsieur, I really shouldn't speculate. Of course, it was wrong of me to ask such a leading question. But yeah, it definitely looked like he was putting some sort of powder on the stem. Now it's powder? Where is all this evidence coming from? There's no evidence. Even I wasn't expecting such a bold admission. Members of the court, it sounds like we have here a direct witnessing of the defendants readying the murder weapon. The defense claims that the rose was never poisoned, and yet here we have a man who saw the poisoning with his own eyes. I smell perjury. You do? No question. He saw a shifty-looking criminal running poison and cackling near the scene of the crime? That's not believable at all. I think you might be right. I wonder if I have any evidence that calls Toussaint's story into doubt. Your Honor, I would like... Oh, shit. Major Howell took a rose from Prince Juan. The thorns of the rose were slowly coated in poison. Book. Oh, he was in the garden. What? Yeah. Really? This nonsense again. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll see you soon, Buckcutter. You just heard the witness directly describe your client readying poison on a rose. What is there to question? That is so bad. He's totally lying. He's so mad. Judge Romulus. Haha, because he's a wolf. Judge Romulus. I wonder if he has a brother named Remus, who we saw in the cutscene. Oh, fine. Do your thing. Go on, Paco. Go make a fool of yourself. We were really good in the last one. Why is he saying such mean stuff? Okay. So, then around 9:30, I saw Shadowland Fox looking around the entrance. I saw him take out a rose and carefully rub the stem like he was applying some sort of powder. I was sitting upon the pont d'Arc. At 9 a.m., I saw the king and his entourage enter the building. So we do have the map. I guess we don't. We totally have the map, though. Whatever. So, I want to say that he didn't see the shifty fox lurking around the entrance, because that doesn't make sense, because we know that he was in the garden. Monsieur Kingsley, you claim that you saw a shifty-looking fox? Yep, super mega shifty. The powder seems suspicious. You're right, Walking Dead lover. But I don't have any evidence on me that would assume that the powder, anything to go against the powder. Like, these are items. But this is not an item. This is like evidence-based fact. So some of these items are tangible, some of them are not. All foxes are shifty looking. Are you sure that the fox is Prince Juan? There must be at least 100 foxes in Paris. How do you know that the fox you saw was Prince Juan? Wouldn't powder have been on the major then? You would think so, but I don't think it's something that I could ask, because I don't have any evidence, because I wasn't able to investigate the Major Howell's body, because I'm a lawyer and not a criminal investigator, unfortunately. But we do get back to, if this fails, we can always go back to his statement and figure something else to talk about. Well, he was wearing a suave hat that hung low over his eyes. I hear that that's how they wear them in Spain. And I'm not much of a fashion expert, but the rest of his outfit looked quite out of place for the French winter. Is that all you're going by? His fashion sense? Oh, I nearly forgot. I heard him call a passerby senor. I thought that was peculiar. God damn it. Well, that's him, alright. Do you have any questions? Okay. Yeah, no, come on. Wait. Fuck. Oh, shit. That's not gonna help us at all. Let's do never mind. I have no more questions. Okay. I see where you're going. With this powder statement. I'm not... But I feel like it has to do with something where the entrances and the exits go. Because we know that the king entered one way and that the shifty looking fox, Prince Juan, who is not Juan, entered the from west to east. So I want to do Pont de Art. That's kind of far, you know, from the entrance of the building. Is your Kingsley, you say that you were sitting upon the railing of the Pont de Art on the morning of the incident. Yep. Is that a good fishing spot? What entrances can you see from that building? From the bridge. Was your Kingsley? You had a good view of the Louvre South entrance, didn't you? Ah, here we go. Okay, so we know that the fox was over here, and he went into the building this way. Or maybe it went that way. But this guy says he was right here. And if that's true, that is like a long way, right? And the south entrance is right here of the Palace de Louvre. So, the Pandora is a great vantage point for seeing the Grand Gallery's south side. What about the other entrances? The other entrances? You mean like if you were entering from the Tuileries Garden or the Palace de Carousel? No, I couldn't possibly see those areas from the bridge. But of course, this is irrelevant. Mr. Kingsley witnessed Prince Juan entering the south entrance with flower in hand, and that's what counts. What if he didn't, though? You know? What if he just didn't? What if Prince Juan didn't enter from the south entrance? What if he approached the Louvre? What was it? The garden! The garden! Tuileries Garden to the west. That's a big what if. Do you have any evidence that Prince Juan entered the Louvre from Tuileries Gardens? He doesn't have any evidence, though. He just has, like, witnesses that have hearsay. As a matter of fact, yes, I do. I have definitive proof that the Prince Juan approached from the west, not the south. Hey, I know what I saw, monsieur. No, he's lying. All these people just lie. Go on, JJ, show us his definitive proof that Prince Juan entered from the Louvre from the Tuileries Garden. The book page. Oh, wait. Yeah, the book page. Look at this. Look at it. A book page. Page 44, Don Quixote specifically. It was found just outside the Louvre's west entrance. This proves nothing. I'm not done yet. Take a look at this. It's the book. Because they go hand in hand. This is the book Prince Juan has been reading in jail since his arrest. I believe he has had it on his person for some time. And yes, page 44 is missing. That was the first thing I checked. You do realize that this means, don't you, Severin? The defendant was present in Tuileries Garden. I cannot say that at all. Prior to entering the Louvre. Also, this means that in all likelihood, the defendant entered the Louvre from the west entrance, not the south. Look at this. This is good. That is good, man. He cannot possibly have been seen by Monsieur Kingsley from the Pont de Art. What? I know what I saw. A fine theory, Falcon, but maybe the defendant took the long way around. One can still travel from Tuileries to the Louvre south entrance by walking along the river. An extra 2 kilometers of walking just to enjoy the pre-murder scenery? Let's not say silly things, Cocorico. Okay, maybe the defendant deliberately left the page there to mislead the investigation. No, you're the one who's blindly speculating. Now you're the one. It's not blind speculation, it's a viable hypothesis. You are fond of logic, aren't you, Cocorico? Let's talk about Occam's razor. When torn between two seemingly equal hypotheses, we must side with the one that imposes the fewest assumptions. Which of these theories takes fewer assumptions? 1. The page from Prince Juan's book fell out on his way to the Louvre's south entrance. Or 2. Prince Juan deliberately planted the page on the off chance that it would be discovered that he took the long way around. How dare you? The nerve of you to lecture me on such basic philosophical concepts. I'll stop lecturing you when you stop making such basic mistakes. That's pretty good comeback. The ultimate point is that Toussaint's testimony is fabricated, made up, utter fiction, for sure. This piece of shit. No, everything I said is the truth. I suspect that the witness isn't even a fisherman. I'm not a fisherman. Alright. See? He admits it himself. That's not what I meant. Innocent, perhaps? What a twist. You gained a little favor. Guys, we're doing it. I don't know how long we have to keep this up, though. Prosecutor, you have something that will put this arrogant Falcone in his place, don't you? What kind of bullshit thing is that? This is not a good judge. This guy is biased as fuck. I must concede. You concede? On this point, at least, Falcone's evidence strongly suggests that the key component of Monsieur Kingley's testimony is false. No! It doesn't mean that the Prince Swan is innocent, of course. All Falcone has demonstrated that this particular witness is unreliable. But I did see something. I really did. Alright, so maybe I didn't exactly see a shifty-looking fox. I made that part of the story up. But I did see a swan lurking around the south entrance on the morning of the murder. Guys, it's this swan lady that won't tell us shit. And maybe I should have pressured her. I really probably should have. A swan, do shut up, witness. Your word is mud at this point. How could we possibly trust anything you have to say? So, what you missed, Box Cutter, was that this Kingfisher gave up totally false testimony about a shifty-looking fox they saw with poison on the, rubbing some powder on Rose to get some poison, and we're like, but that what point of the bridge can you see, and from your fishing point, and he can't see that the fox entered from the south, and I know he entered from the south because of the piece of paper from the book. So now that the witness is basically shit. But he's like, I totally did see something. Maybe it wasn't a fox guy, but it was totally something, and I did see the swan. Your Honor, Judge Romulus, we're out of time. Guys, we're 10 minutes overdue to start on Hare vs. Tortoise trial. Is that alright? Is that late already? Curses. I was hoping we could have the case wrapped up in a single trial session. It is oh my god. It is a shame, but ultimately an accurate sentence is always preferable to a speedy sentencing. Yes, alright, I do need to hear you moralizing. I don't need to hear you moralizing. This wolf guy is totally shit. Court will resume this Friday, the 21st of January at 9 o'clock. Don't be late. Prosecutor, do your damn job. Get this stupid fox conviction already. Guys, he's totally the bad guy. What are all these, carnivores being bad guys for? Except the tiger was totally fine, but I'll do my best to ensure this justice is served, Your Honor. Woo! I guess we saved our client for another day. A lot came up in the trial, huh? Yeah, no doubt about that. Something's bothering me. Why would that fisherman guy, Monsieur Kingley, lie on the witness stand? Maybe he was coerced. Well, it's possible he was coerced or bribed. That's just what I was thinking. Maybe the real murderer threatened the fisherman into making up a story about Prince Swan. Maybe it was because the judge was such a dick, and he was like, I totally did it because I'm a bad guy, and I got this fisherman guy to say that these things, but now he's not, so I'm going to tell him to shut up. That's probably what happened. Let's keep an eye open. Anything's possible at this stage. But to be perfectly honest, something else is bothering me about the trial. Well, not Prince Swan. I mean, he's totally fine. The judge is bothering me so bad. Judge Romulus, get it? Because he's the wolf, and his brother's name's Remus, probably. He's acting with a shred of professionalism. He's obviously more interested in securing a guilty verdict than he is in discovering the truth. But why? Okay, see you soon. Maybe he has a vendetta against Spanish royalty. That's probably what it is, because he's Spanish, and judges hate the Spaniards in France. I'm not so sure. There must be something else at work here. Excuse me, Monsieur Falcone? God damn. Sorry to bother you, but this letter just arrived. I think it's for you. I was hoping it would be the Swan, but why would she come to the courthouse if the judge is really the bad guy? A letter for me? I wonder why it wasn't sent to my office. Have you been demoted to courier status, Rupert? Oh, Josh Sparrowson. I need to be pitied by a first-year dropout. Get with the jokes. Ugh, good comeback. Ooh. So what does this letter say, Falcone? It's a threat. A threat made with cut-up newspapers. Letters. Whoa, I didn't know those things actually existed. Let me see. Falcone, stop your investigation or there will be consequences. Well, there you have it, guys. We gotta stop this trial. There's no question that this letter originated from Major Howell's murderer. For sure. He or she must be aware that we are getting close to uncovering the truth. Sounds about right. Why would a person write it with cut-out newspaper letters like this? Asking what's handwriting would be the most common reason. Although I can't help but wonder why they would bother, since we don't have any handwriting samples to compare it to. We're still going ahead with our investigation, though, right? Absolutely. We're not just gonna say, nah, fuck that shit. Can't scare us. Welcome back. Walking Dead lover, you missed that we got a threatening note that said that we need to stop investigating or there will be consequences. And it was like done with like newspaper letter clippings, like the old fashioned way and stuff. But it's kind of curious because we don't have newsletter words that are like cut out and stuff to make all these sentences. And it's like, but we don't have anything to compare handwriting with if this was definitely the murderer. So it's interesting that they did that. But if a lawyer were deterred every time they received a threatening letter, they would never get any work done. This is true. I can't tell you certainly, but it seems like it's true. Besides, with only 3 days before the next trial, 3 days, guys, we only have 3 days. Can't afford to be worrying about petty things like this. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Wow, you're right. Let's make those days count. God, it is so suspicious. But, I guess our dude didn't die yet, so that's cool. We have a lot of places to visit, and we're going to be done for today, so we didn't actually finish Act 2. But I think we're halfway through Act 2 at the very least. We're getting really close to the part that I fucked up the first time I did this, like last year, and some bad things happened. So I really hope not to do those mistakes again. And if you'd like to help me with these better choices, check out my schedule for Twitch. I'll be updating it in the next few days for Aviary Attorney. But most likely, if it isn't put on for Saturday, then I will be doing another run of Aviary Attorney on Tuesday or Wednesday. I might be doing Divinity on Tuesday. But yeah, the schedule will be updated as I keep going and figuring out what I'm going to do and stuff. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for hanging out with me, an Aviary Attorney, Aviary at Law. And I hope to see you again sometime. Make sure you drop a follow, though, and tell me if you like lemons or limes more, because clearly it's lemons. But still, I'll see you guys around. Bye!